Welcome back to the Flog. Me and Barty, remember old Barty, we're heading up on a southerly of, actually southeaster, 20 knots. And we decided we're going to head up and have a fish up the western side of Derville and try and get into the eastern side. The weather's meant to come right tomorrow, but it's not looking too bad at the moment. Went up a while ago on a southeaster with old Sam from Shimano, and the weather was really good actually. So me and Barty are going to have a go. Apparently, from all the reports, it's slowed right down up Derville. So we are hoping that we might catch a few good snapper, and we're trying out the new Ducans. I did try them in the past with Sam. We got some monster snapper, and we're also going to try. We're going to have a good thrash of the Shimano and Gitsu rods. They're a JDM rod, only available at selected shops that stock JDM products. And we've also both got the Osea jiggers. Barty's rocking Shimano 1500 2018 Osea jigger, and I have got the 1000 Osea jigger. And these Gitsu rods are absolutely amazing. They're a 45 gram to 200 gram lure, or lure weight that you can use. So they cover all the Shimano and Gitsu Kaboras, and also right up to the new sardine wavers, which are about a 180 gram I think. So these are very impressive rods, and in the past, when we first used them, they were awesome. So we're going to make our way up, and we'll come back once we're up there. Hopefully with the weather will be nice. So we just made it up the top. We're on the western side of Derville. That easterly was coming through Greville Harbour, pretty brutal. Now up the top here, it's pretty good. This vlog, we are going to do a battle of the Ducans. So me and Barty are both going to be running a Ducan. I'm going to go with white colour, and Barty's going with
black, I think.
He's going to go with a black colour. So black Ducan versus white Ducan. So you got to put it in front of that camera lens there though.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that, yeah.
Look at that. Should be interesting actually. I haven't really used a black lure as such before, so yeah, it's got to be worth a go.
And to make it fair, we are both using Osea jigger reels and the same 15-pound Kairiki line, same leader, which is a 40-pound leader. And we're also running the Shimano JDM Game and Gitsu rods. Now, I don't know if you may or may not know what JDM is. JDM is Japanese domestic market. So each year, well every year, Japan brings out heaps of exclusive rods purely for the Japanese market, or the Japanese domestic market. Now sometimes a few of these get leaked out across the globe. And this year, and last year, Shimano New Zealand managed to get hold of the Game and Gitsu rods. So as I said in the past, it's a 45 to 200 gram rod. It's a spiral rod, and it is by far the best rod I have ever used. It is so smooth in the tip, but it's got so much power in the base end. It's about, I think it's a 6'6" rod, and it is lethal when using Shimano Lucanus lures, or we hopefully will find out today the Ducan lures. So Battle of the Doucan. Black versus white Doucan to start with. Then after that we've got some different colours. That's the white Doucan I'm running there. And the white skirt. So, Battle of the Doucans. Okay, so we're heading up to our first fishing spot, and we're fishing on a plateau that goes from about 20 metres down to about 30-35 metres. It's a bit of a new posse we've found, but the snapper seems to sit on the edge at about that 25 metre mark. So we're going to be using the new Doucans and 120 gram, and we're going to fish this plateau and see if we can't get some cod, wonky gonks, or some snapper, or some big snapper. The black Doucan versus the white Doucan, to start with anyway. We're at our first spot, first drop. There's a lot of sign here, and we're going to see how we go with the Doucans. Fish one for me and Vardy, both mini wonky gonks. Look how cute my one is, Barty. Mini wonkies for the first drop.
Nice big blue cod off the black Doucan. Oh, what would you say? She's probably what, 42 centimetre?
Yes, lad. Okay, so it's currently 12:30. We've got two midget wonky gonks on board and one reasonable sized cod. So like I said earlier, we're coming up to the end of the winter fishery now, so the fish are a bit slower, but we'll plug on and see if we can't get a snapper. We just got a barracuda as well, I forgot to say that. Plenty of sign, but the fish just aren't coming on board. Okay, we might have a fish on.
Oh, sideways.
Oh, cod, foul hook cod. Okay, so it's in the afternoon. We're still not having much luck actually. It's about 1 o'clock, 1:30. And Craig just foul hooked a cod. Okay, currently about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Craig's finally hooked up. Might be a good snapper. Let's see how it plays out. Is it a snapper, Barty?
Snapper.
Go on.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
We've resorted to what have we resorted to? We had lunch and we've gone to a new spot. Gone to another spot, just trying something different because it's been pretty quiet today. Everyone said the snapper had slowed down up here, and it pretty much has. But let's see how we goes on this. Do you want me to reverse or anything, or you're good?
So I put down the 100 gram sunset crab on that one. Pretty much, yeah, as soon as I got to the bottom, and here's colour.
Oh, it's a good snap.
Work today. So a nice snapper there, probably around 10 pound mark. Caught on the sunset crab.
It's first fish of the day too, isn't it?
First fish of the day.
What time is it?
Oh, what, 2:30 in the afternoon? It's been hard going. But yeah, nice fish.
Okay, end of a tough day. We've managed to only get 2 snapper, but once again, just on last light, managed to get another good one, and that's on the new sunset crab, the new Shimano sunset crab. So right on last light, look at that, it's a nice snapper. He's probably around, how big, buddy? Around about that 10-pound mark. That's another nice snapper on the sunset crab. Terrible. Right, we're doing another drop, skip. We're done. Okay, so we're parked up at the mooring site. Buddy's just done a bit of a washdown of the boat. Actually, just gutted the fish, gutted and bled them, and we've packed them on salt ice. So we managed to get 3 snapper and 1 cod for the day. Not bad size snapper, probably maybe 10 pounds, 12 pounds, around there, 8 to 12 pounds. Tough day fishing. We kind of thought it might be pretty hard this time of the year. The snapper seemed to sort of go off the chew, but we did alright. We'll have another go tomorrow and hopefully get a couple of big boys. Doucan battle. The Doucan battle, that didn't really go can, did it, buddy? No, so I'm just trying to set up the camera here for a better view. The Doucan battle ended up being what did it end up being? A Lucanus catch thing. We pretty much tried everything, and sunset, was it sunset crab? Sunset crab did it. We're going to park up, we're going to have a beer, we're going to cook some tea, maybe watch a movie, and yeah, probably chill out. Actually, we got here pretty early. It's calm up here in the it's calm up here at the mooring site. We just tied off the mussel farm like usual. And tomorrow's forecast is 5 to 10 knots variable. When we last looked, when we left, up here there's no reception, so we've got no way of knowing actually what the weather's going to do. Do we, Craig?
No, we don't, Mark.
What did you think of the day, Craig? He struggled.
Hard fishing. Southeast didn't help. It's probably gusting 20 knots. Yeah, it was hard to get the right drifts going. So, but no, still a good day out.
Yeah, still plenty of snapper. 3's more than enough for us anyway. But yeah, trying all the lures, we didn't get anything on the Doucans actually, but then we weren't getting them on anything until later this afternoon. From about 3 o'clock till 5 o'clock we got the 3 snapper. Moved a couple of spots and tried a few new things, so it's pretty torturous, wasn't it, Craig?
It was indeed.
I'll show you the snapper though. Had to pack them good on ice. Yeah. We'll have a look at the snapper.
Oh,
What do you mean they're not that good packed on ice?
There's beer in the way.
You just said they were really good packed on ice. Oh yeah, they're not so good packed on ice, are they?
Beer's in the way.
They're pretty good, Craig.
They're real good.
A movie on. Movies. What do you want to watch? Hot Rod, Dead Man Down, Land of the Lost, 2 Guns, Kill Me 3 Times, Bad Johnson's, Captain America. Bad Johnson's like this movie with the sky.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No.
Do you want to watch that?
Yeah.
We're hooked into the stereo. What, mate? Bad Johnson's the movie anyway.
Baby me.
Pretty good to come up here and chill out and watch a movie. It's just an iPad hooked into the stereo system. Right, we're going to watch a movie and have a beer. See you in the morning. Okay, morning people. Good night's sleep last night. How'd you sleep, Craig? Pretty good?
Yeah, not too bad. Mate.
Yeah, we had a pretty good sleep. Craig's got a bit of a headache this morning. Not from beer or anything, just a general headache. But I've given the little fella a coffee, so that might cheer him up. Still got that sou'easter coming through. That's changed our plans to fish a couple of spots we wanted to fish. So we're going to have to go with plan B and try fish one of our other spots, which hasn't been fishing too well. But what can you do, you know, the wind hasn't died off, so hopefully we can get out to the other spot we want to go. But again, we're just going to try for snapper today. The Battle of the Ducans is going to commence this morning, and if the fish aren't playing ball, we're going to go battle of whatever we can use to catch them. But at the moment, we're still running the black Ducan and the white Ducan, so we're going to see if they can't work. So, I guess let's get out there. Still pretty dark, but yes, the Cecily's very annoying. Let's go fishing. Craig's onto our first fish for the morning. What do you reckon, pal? What are you thinking?
Oh, probably that 10-12 pound range.
You need a guy in reverse, don't you?
First fish of the morning. Oh, probably a nice 5-pound snapper.
Pretty good fish.
Bigger than the last one.
Marty just got another snapper. That was a good one. How big?
It's got to be 15, 16 pound, I reckon, that one.
Yeah, that was a good battle. Pretty happy with that. What did you get it on?
That was on the dungeon, what do you call it? Dungeness.
Oh yeah, Dungeness crab. That's the new. One of the 2 new colours from Shimano this year in the Lucana series. The snapper are piling up now. The big mobs of them. You call them a mob or a schools. So we're going to carry on.
So there we are, a nice 15-pound snapper. Caught on Dungeness crab, 150 gram. Very nice lure.
Well, look at this, guys. So that there is a hard growth out of him. What if it's a tumour or something? It's solid, isn't it?
Yeah, it is solid.
Was he being spiked in? That's random.
Yeah.
Pretty slow trip, this one, actually. We thought it might be. Craig's just hooked into another snapper. It's currently about 9 o'clock, just after 9, the change of the tide, and it's been pretty quiet. I think we've got Craig got that big one this morning, and I just got a little one before, and he just dropped that fish. There's no swearing coming from him, but
happy days.
well, I thought I had a snapper to show you, but Craig lost it. Classic Craig. Gutted. It's pretty torturous, actually. It's southeaster coming through, and it's just been hard work the whole trip. But oh well, we'll carry on. Yeah, look at those head knobs. I know, it's giving up the ghost in some big heads, right? This is a solid fish, dude. Ah, it's right out under the boat too. Like right out the back. Right out that way.
Which way do you want me to go? Forward or just spin right round?
I don't know. I'd go that way.
That way?
Yep, just reverse that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on leader now anyway.
Oh yeah?
Yep. Look at him down there. Well, just on the ration rod holder did the job. Having rations and we had that in the rod holder and the rashy rod holder did it. And it looks like a very big snapper. How's that? So that was the ration rod holder. So Lucatus works so good, leave it in the rod holder and drop it down. How's that? That's probably a fairly solid snapper. What do you reckon, Barty?
17, 18?
17, 18 pound. Pretty happy with that. The old sunset crab did the job again. It just doesn't get old. That is awesome. I'm happy with that because it's been a hard morning and I just haven't caught many fish, and Barty's just punished me. I've slayed the odd wonky gomp, but I couldn't even catch a cod in it. Just to get this in the rod holder, technically it wasn't even me that caught it. The old rod holder did the damage. Whew. Okay, so another awesome trip up Derville. Pretty tough trip actually. We struggled to get fish. Finally in the end, we got a couple of good ones, and today, last sort of drop, I managed to get that good one around 18 pound on the new sunset crab. So I was pretty happy about that because it wasn't looking too good actually this trip. Weather has packed in around us. You might be able to see in the background. It's closed in from every angle, and it's gonna, well, it's drizzling now, but we've got some torrential rainfall coming. Craig's just gutted and gilled the fish and packed it on ice, and we're gonna make our way home now. It's gonna be about an hour 45 run home. On the western side here, that easterly southeast is actually still coming through. So hopefully on the bottom end, it's not bad on the run in the open back to Nelson. But hey, thanks for watching guys, and we'll see you next time on the Flog.
Beep.